Hi everyone, we're going to use the sum and difference formula to find the value of this expression given here. Now I usually just work in radians, but for this problem I'm going to go ahead and do some extra stuff and convert it to degrees and everything. And so when we start, I'm just going to ignore these constants in front right here for now. So let's just look at sine of 11 pi divided by 12. Well, that equals sine of 165 degrees. All right, I can write this as sine of 180 degrees minus 15 degrees. And looking at my reference angles, sine of 180 minus my angle here equals sine of my angle. This would be your angle. So this just equals sine of 15 degrees. Therefore, I'm going to write a sine, and for my 15 degrees, I'm going to use 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. All right, so that means I'm using this formula here for my difference formula, and that's going to give me sine of 60 degrees times cosine of 45 degrees minus cosine of 60 degrees times sine of 45 degrees. So this is going to equal square root of 3 divided by 2 times square root of 2 divided by 2 minus 1 half times square root of 2 divided by 2. And this is all going to equal, common denominator is 4, so this all equals square root of 6 minus square root of 2. So we're going to write this down and remember that one. The next one we're going to move on is to cosine. So let's do that one. For cosine, we have cosine of 23 pi divided by 12. Well, this just equals cosine, if you convert it to degrees, of 345 degrees. All right, now to use my reference angles here, I can write this as cosine of 360 degrees minus 15 degrees. So if you're looking at 360 minus your angle here in quadrant 4, that means that's just going to be cosine of my angle, which is 15 degrees. And then I can write this as cosine of 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. Looking at my sum and difference formulas, that means I'm going to use this one. So this is going to give me cosine of 60 degrees times cosine of 45 degrees plus sine of 60 degrees times sine of 45 degrees. All right, and that's going to equal 1/2 times square root of 2 divided by 2 plus square root of 3 divided by 2 times square root of 2 divided by 2. Now simplifying all this is going to give you the common denominator is 4, and then your numerator is just going to be square root of 2 plus square root of 6. So we need to remember this one, and I'll write it down again. Now the last one is tangent, so let's do that one. Excuse me, I have a cold today. All right, so for tangent, we have tangent of 19 pi divided by 12, and that's going to equal tan of 285 degrees. Now using our reference angles, I can write this as tan of 180 degrees plus 105 degrees. So if you look for tan's, here it is, plus, that just equals tan of theta. So this is just going to be tan of 105 degrees, which I can write as tan of 60 degrees plus 45 degrees. All right, so that means we're using this formula for that. All right, so using that formula, we're going to get this equals tan of 60 degrees plus tan of 45 degrees divided by 1 minus tan of 60 degrees times tan of 45 degrees. All right, so this is going to equal, in the numerator is going to be square root of 3 plus 1. In the denominator, we're going to have 1 minus square root of 3. All right, when you rationalize the denominator, you multiply by 1 plus square root of 3. And this is going to give you 1 plus 2 square root of 3 plus 3, all divided by negative 2. And finally, the final answer would be, if you simplify, because this is going to be 4, and you can divide it up, it's going to be negative 2 plus square root of 3. All right, so that's that one. Now we're going to put it all together. So let's do that. We have 8, so we're just going to look at this. We have 8 times, now for this one, we had square root of 6 minus square root of 2, all divided by 4. For this one, we write your 4, and then we had square root of 2 plus square root of 6 divided by 4. And then for tangent, we had 4 times square root of, where am I at? Let's see. Square root of 2 plus square root of 6. Already did that one. Sorry, I'm doing the same one. Okay, so for tangent, we had minus square root of 2 times 2 plus square root of 3. All right, so this is all going to equal, this goes in 2 times, this is going to be 1. And so basically when you add all this up, you're going to get equals 2 square root of 6, because we have 2 of these. These 2 will cancel. And then you simplify this one, you're going to get minus 3 square root of 2. And that's your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.